Hello YouTube, welcome to AKQ Guy. I probably need to come up with a better greeting, but hope you all had a great weekend. As those of you who saw my previous update know, I didn't have a great weekend. I had a horrible weekend, worked the whole thing. Actually, that's not true. For those of you who know, and those of you who don't, I coordinated a class this weekend at the clinic I work at, and that requires me to work all weekend for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday course. I'm on hand for it, so I worked all weekend. But as far as those courses go, it was actually a really good weekend. Unfortunately, something did happen there that I felt the need to share with you guys. And basically, I feel the need to share an apology with YouTube. For anyone who might see this. I'll start at the beginning. I was in the kitchen in our clinic, and I was kind of prepping another pot of coffee and doing some touch-up stuff while they were in their course, and they had a break and they came in. Yes, basically I'm a high-paid waiter for this. Actually, no, I do a lot more than just the food, but I do kind of keep food and refreshments on hand and stocked up in cold or hot, as the case may be, for the different course attendants. And while I was in the kitchen area, they kind of took a break, and some people kind of wandered in. And towards the end of the break, there was a few people in there, and this gentleman was mentioning about the bananas, about how green they were, and that he preferred them a little more ripe. And this other gal mentioned that she really liked green bananas. I said, I don't mind green bananas. Actually, I prefer them that way. And he's like, well, his boyfriend, this gentleman brings up that his boyfriend really likes them green and he likes them brown, so they make a good match because they buy a big bunch, and the first half gets eaten while it's pretty green, and the second half he eats while they're pretty ripe. And then it's like he realized what he had said, and that he had stated that it was his boyfriend that liked really green bananas. And he started to play the pronoun game. And for those of you who don't know what the pronoun game is, I might have made up the pronoun game. Maybe I assume everybody knows. The pronoun game is this whole kind of word play that closeted individuals play to make their same-sex couple into an opposite-sex couple, changing his to hers, she to he, all that kind of stuff. And as he did this quite quickly, trying to correct his stumble, the other gal left and left me and him and these two other gals that work for us, who are both lesbians, in the kitchen with me. And without thinking, I turned from what I was doing. I stated to him, don't worry about playing the pronoun game. I don't personally care, and if the people that you're worried about impressing care that much, whether you're a boyfriend or girlfriend, then they're really not worth impressing. And to which he turned even darker red and excused himself quite quickly from our company. And one of the other gals that was in there turned and just kind of smiled at me, and they left. And as the day wore on, and as the weekend wore on, and it's this morning when I was doing some finish-up work for it in the office and doing some last-minute errands afterwards and working on my car, I realized, one, I may have been wrong. It might have been a legitimate slip, and he might have accidentally really did use the word boyfriend when he meant girlfriend, which I think he would have probably corrected me and stated, no, he really does have a girlfriend. Most people don't like to be thought of as gay on accident. So that's a possibility, but another possibility is that I outed you on accident, sir. And I didn't mean to do that, if that's the case. If I was polite and thought about things before I said them, even though people seem to think I do that quite often, I don't. I would have realized that the polite and respectful thing would be to have either ignored the boyfriend comment entirely, or even the conversation entirely, or I could have said something in the way to let you know that I understood it was a girlfriend. And on that note, I'm embarrassed by myself. To me, outing is a practice that I abhor. I think it's a horrible practice. I don't think it's anybody else's business whether someone else is in the closet or not. I'm not, obviously. I'm comfortable with the fact that I'm homosexual and that I feel like I'm a fairly good person despite that fact. But I understand other people are not at that point in their lives, or they may never get to that point, or there's a whole other set of circumstances out there that make them not comfortable being out. Those aren't my circumstances. It's not my situation to understand, and therefore it's not my situation to judge or feel that I'm in the right somehow by letting everyone know your business. So on that note, like I said, I want to apologize to you, and I feel that because it was not a private situation and it's such a large social gaffe of what I did, that you don't deserve just the apology in person, which I will be getting to you. I have my class rosters, and I know who you are, and I know how to contact you to apologize, and I do plan on doing that this next 24 hours when I get back to my office. But I also feel that it was so bad that it needs more of a public apology, and the best place I could think to do it was here on YouTube, where I had a fairly large audience over a span of time that I feel bear witness to that apology, and also I owe a larger community an apology for bad behavior. So I am truly sorry. I did not mean to. It was accidental if it was considered an outing. I'm not sure if I consider it that way, but I can see how you really would feel that way. So, because it's not so much what I said, but how it was interpreted, that I think this apology is owed and well deserved. So, there you have it. I don't know what else to say after that. I guess it takes us down to a certain point that I can't hope to bring us back. So I'm going to sign off on that note. I hope I get a chance this week to catch up some more on YouTube. If not, still, everyone out there who is posting and making videos to post, I hope you have a fantastically creative week. I hope you have some amazing ideas and the ability to bring those ideas into form, and I hope to see them and watch them. For all of you singers and songwriters and otherwise other musicians, I realized in my last video I made this horrible mistake of saying vocal musicians. My thanks goes out to all of you musicians. There's more than just vocal musicians on here that I think are fantastic. So I hope all of you have that muse whispering in your ear this week, and I hope to see at least snippets of the products of that muse, and otherwise just have a fantastic, peaceful week. And if it wasn't peaceful, I hope you learned something from the turmoil that is brought up. So, have a good day.